Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations and I am back. This is a special video that I've been wanting to do for a while, but it took me a long time to figure out how to film. And as you can tell from the title, this is me tier ranking my deck collection. So for this video, I will be doing the tier ranking tarot by, I believe, Rose Honey Ritual, and I'll put a link to their video. So this is, I guess, a VR to them to an extent, and I'm using the system that they created, which was you have a deck, you pull one card from the deck, and that one card is going to represent the entire deck, and you tier rank it based on that. And I think it's hilarious. I wanted to do like a deck collection video. I've never done that. I have a total of 26 decks here. This includes tarot and oracle and the playing card deck, but all for divination. And I think it's a fun way to show my deck collection without spending forever showing my deck collection. So as we go along, I will show this image with my tarot being tier ranked here. The tier rankings I have taken from 22 zines. Their tiers I find absolutely wonderful, actually. So at the top here, we have Holy Fuck, Hot Damn. Then there's Solid, Stunning, Handsome. And, well, they can't all be winners. Why do I have this deck again? Because that is a question I think that will come up depending on what cards. And why did this card have to show up? Also, I want to point out that the decks here are sideways for reasons I do not understand. The tier maker did that. I just went with it because I went with it. So I think I've covered all of my bases. I don't want to take too long. So let's get into the tier ranking. Okay, in no particular order, just how they're closest to me or whatever. We're going to start off with the Universal Goddess Tarot, a deluxe edition. This is a little Scarabeo deck, one of the old ones with the languages, the 6 different languages on it. And it's funny, I've had this a long time, but I've hardly used it. I started using it recently. I think in one of my recent videos I talked about this deck. These are the backs. And yeah, I don't want to get into too much detail. But the funny thing is, I recently put some of my tarot decks in order for like use for the deck and walk, but I should have known better. So, what card will represent the Universal Goddess Tarot? Oh, I guess we are going with that one, the Knight of Chalices. I, off the top of my head, don't even remember what goddess this is. Epona, Celtic goddess, protector of horses and herds. I am always traveling and bring messages of love, peace, harmony, and progress to the entire world. The Knight of Chalices. Well, they can't all be winners, is what I'm gonna go with for that one. It's kind of middle of the road. So okay. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. Moving over to an oracle deck that I'm currently using also, the Fairies Oracle. I brought out the book because I don't have the box anymore. I made a whole video about my this is the backs. I made a whole video about making a junk journal to study this deck, which I am almost done with. So these are some of the cards. And another deck I've had for a very long time. You can definitely tell from the bowing and the wear and tear. So, which card are you going to put out to represent you on tier ranking? We have, oh, Nellis the Alchemist. Oh, making things happen. That I do know. I do like this card. She's impressive, but not the best thing ever. What, like sliced bread or what have you? So I'm gonna go with, why do I keep forgetting? Here we go. Stunning, solid, stunning, handsome. I gotta make sure I'm getting the right deck because I have the two fairy decks. Solid, stunning, handsome. She's gorgeous, but maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Why is that? Okay. So we're gonna go for a totally off the wall. The only affirmation deck that I have, and I'm gonna hold it up so it's closer. This is the money manifestation cards. These are by Destinies, and this is the first edition. I have not used these a lot, but I have used them. Some I've carried around and gone through things with me. But yeah, they're not super old. I'd say maybe about middle of my deck collecting ways. So yeah, my only real affirmation. Which card will you pick to represent you in the tier ranking? Oh, wow, these guys really don't want to. Was that it? I am a soulful custodian for money, and I give and receive wealth. I like that one. I kind of feel I have mixed feelings about the affirmations in this deck. As someone who has some issues with my money, relationship with money and wealth and all of that kind of stuff, finances, I got this deck for a reason. And yes, some of the cards feel really astronomical, like so out of reach, belief wise. This one, not too much. I think it's the way it's worded. So I'm gonna put solid, stunning, handsome. This is, I don't know, it's working for me. Or maybe that just speaks to my mindset with regarding money is improving. Like, pray for me, y'all. All right, another Oracle deck here. This is the only time I should have taken it. The only time we'll tell. Oracle by Jessica Bott or the Cracked Amethyst. This is an indie deck. The money manifestation cards were also indie. So before I shuffle, I don't use this very much. This is another deck I've, I think, gotten maybe midway through my deck buying, using, lifetime, whatever. And it just has various time frames on them with this kind of psychedelic-y background. Some months, dates. I love this card so freaking much. That's the longest one, but like, so yeah, I bought it with a plan But then by the time I got it, couldn't remember the plan. So yeah, let's see what card will represent this deck. Okay, these are the backs, by the way. I don't know if I showed those randomly. Oh, come on. Okay, so yeah. Um, that is a piss poor. I should have known. Why do I have this deck again? Just from my explanation just now. That should have been like the clue, right? Just my explanation of how I got this deck and why I haven't used it completely. Yeah, that's it. Okay, the next deck. Magic, Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams by Priestess Moon. This is like one of those mini rock pool decks. I got this in from, I think it was Sunique Tarot, maybe not. They were selling their deck, and I bought it because I'm a witch and I make magic, and I was very interesting. So I've used them a couple of times, and these are the backs. These are my smallest decks, -1. You'll see a little later, or 2 actually. So I'm holding those up higher so you can see them. Try not to get too much glare. That's what the cards look like. That's upside down. That's upside down. Oh, they're all upside down. Yeah, like 4 rituals, and maybe some moon readings. I did a whole walkthrough of this deck, and yeah, maybe I should use that card soon. So let's see what card will decide the tier ranking. Oh, okay. I don't know. Triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. I think that's just a response to what I was just saying. But also, this triple spiral actually means something to me personally. So, like, there's a nostalgia aspect to this. I feel it's like middle of the road. Well, they all can't be winners. Like, it's not bad, but it's not much. Another oracle. This is my color mage oracle. I never know why he's like halfway through here. Here we go. The color mage oracle. It doesn't come in a box. It came shrink wrapped. Another indie deck that I recently found out is out of print. So now I have 2 out of print decks. It's color on cards and I love it. I have used it quite a lot, though not much recently. This is the creator. So yeah, let's see. Cards. What I like is the color. I very, very much, you can tell I've used the deck, love color in my life, in my magic, in my divination. It's quite often what draws me to certain tarot and oracle decks, like the coloring. I like rich, saturated colors, even if they're paler in hue or darker in hue. Just give me all the color, right? And the other cool thing about this deck, it's not in order, but you can use it with the chakras. He did that on purpose. So let's see what card I will get. I don't know what to say. Certain colors are more preferred for me. I like jewel tones, especially. Actually, I love jewel tones, especially. I do like other colors, though. So I don't think this will fall into the lower ranks. That's where I'm going with that. Oh my goodness. What did we get? What did we get? Pale lime. Gentle healing. And I'm not sure exactly. The camera doesn't seem to be picking up that color appropriately. So let's just move there. What do I want to put this in? It's going to be, well, they all can't be winners. Where are you? Here we go. This is the back of the deck, by the way. It's like a paint color palette thing. Alas, I am kind of upset about that. Like, how dare you? Give me a pale lime of all things. I mean, it's refreshing, but that's it. Okay, and let's go for a tarot deck again. Here we have my Deviant Moon Tarot, not in the box because I've done a whole video on the making of this wrap. The box, as you will see shortly, has fallen to pieces. This is one of the decks I've had the longest. This is my favorite, my baby. I've had to tape the little white. I don't know if it's not showing the tape. But yeah, I've had to tape that. I know how some people feel about this deck. I don't care. This is not, you know, me trying to win anyone over, but this is my fave. I identify so much with it. I think I've talked about why. The textures and things, even kind of the settings, are very New York, which makes sense because Patrick Valenzo, the creator of this deck, which is mass market from US Games, used a lot of imagery from New York places and buildings. But also, like, they're weird. It's weird, and I love it. I find humor in the weirdness. That makes me weird, and it's okay. I'm a Scorpio. Also, I guess this is like, I don't know, I would say first edition, but it's the original edition that has the borders. So the premiere edition, as it's called, only comes borderless now, which I really want. So, but yeah. What shall we get? What shall we get? Let's just go with that. The Magician. Okay, so not my fave, but not bad. What do I want to put this as though? I cannot believe this. He's gonna have to go into, well, they can't all be winners. Like, I mean, he is solid, funny, and handsome, but think about this, Lashette. Like, really think of it. Like, not the deck, just the card. Not the, yeah. I like the, what do you call it? The aesthetic of this magician and the meaning of this magician. However, like, just visually, he doesn't do it for me like the majority of the other cards do in this deck. I cannot believe I should have shuffled some more. So I have this weird habit, which you'll see in the course of this video, of shuffling, like riffling 3 times. And no, I can't do a bridge. That's why I'm not bridging. But yeah, doing the bridge and then doing the overhand shuffle once afterwards to pick. And I didn't do that this time, and now I'm kicking myself. Next, Radiant Rider-Waite Smith. Rider-Waite Tarot. I do not like this deck. That's why I got the Radiant version, because as I just told you a few minutes ago, this is a US Games edition. I love saturated colors, and if nothing else, this saturated the hell out of this deck. Made it radiant, the colors. Also, severely reduce the black lines that usually are with this deck. Y'all know what this deck looks like. I don't need to tell you. I put it in order for the Deckins thing, but yeah. So There are some cards I like better than others, but let's just shuffle and get it over with. If this winds up in a higher rank than the deviant one, I will be upset. Let's just go with that. The Fool. Because he's radiant, I quite like this card. Also, I like the Fool in general. Keeping it real here. Radiant, where are you? We'll go in solid, stunning, handsome, which is bullshit. Like, can you be angry at your own random tier ranking thing? Does that make sense? Is it allowed? Let's go to another oracle. The sister to the Fairies Oracle, the Heart of Fairies Oracle, y'all. And this came out, I think, like 10 years or so after the first one, or maybe I'm just randomly making up a number. There are a couple of fairy that are in both cards. I mean, both decks, but not really. I actually got this one first, and it has been through some things with me. When I do the disheveled deck, like you could see that watermark on the side, and yeah. So when I do the disheveled deck tag, this will be in it. I got this deck first. I didn't use it until I got the Fairies Oracle because that one came out first. But I love it just as much. It's like an extension to me. There's like 2 or 3 cards where there's the same fade. They're not exactly renamed, but yeah. So let's see what these Fae have to say. Come on. Oh, I love shuffling this deck. It's like butter. Butter. FYI, I might cut out some of the shuffling to make this video a reasonable length. Oh no! Really? This is how y'all gonna do me? I shouldn't even be surprised. Like, y'all always be playing games. 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 Why do I have this deck again? Playing games. Playing games. How dare you? Sticking your tongue out at me and everything. Like, the disrespect. I thought we had a relationship, but I guess you're telling me that tier ranking doesn't matter, which you would be correct. Another Oracle deck, the Sultrys Oracle by Allison Williams Yee, an indie deck, and not my oldest. It comes with this very nice solid box, and this rock, this gratitude rock, which I really like. It's pretty and something to handle. So these are the backs, which is very similar to the inside, or it might be the same. No, it's just similar. They have chakra cards. There are kind of these like negative. What is it called? Okay, interpretation cards, and they're like negatives, in different forms of one of the trees in here. But yeah, I love this artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. I got this deck and used it, and then trying to use it in a way that I use my other oracles, particularly the Fairies Oracle, which I use like tarot decks for whatever kind of reading, and there's never any problem. But yeah, this one struggled, and then I kind of put it aside for a while because I was upset. This is one of those interpretation cards. And then recently, I've realized, why are these two backwards? That It's not how it's supposed to be. It's another interpretation card and yet another interpretation card. So, what do you have to say for yourselves? Sultrys cards, which card shall represent you in the ranking? That's just like the one. Confidence. I love a confident card. We have confidence, and this is gorgeous, very spring-like, stunning, solid, stunning, handsome, beautiful, even. So I don't know how to interpret my feelings. Like, why? It's just confidence. It says it all, and it is stunning and handsome. So that's that card. Next, another tarot deck. I have the Simplicity Tarot, Emily by Emily Muniz. This is the Red Rose edition, the indie edition. This is now available mass market via US Games, but it does not have, I don't think the boxes have this kind of holographic foiling. And they do not have this red star foiling here. Like, look at that. You can't really tell because I don't have it in order. But yeah, so it's very simple. She's taken out the kind of esoteric symbology to give you very simple. There are keywords on each card too. And I like that. I wanted something simple. Also, supporting a local deck creator, a Hispanic, Latine deck creator. That is part of my heritage, my culture. So yeah, it's a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. And that's okay. When I just want something simple, that's what I got. This is relatively new to my collection, so it still gets stiff. I like the way the cards feel. So I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used this very often. So, what have thee to say for thyself? How shalt thou be ranked? Uh-oh. Did somebody got mixed. But, oh my god, so smooth. Why are so many of you backwards? I don't know what I did here. The Fool? No. You are back, and I actually don't love this Fool. He's being a little too foolish here, and there's not enough warm colors. Like, I'm being petty as hell. Oh, where is it? Okay. Why do I have this deck again? Or you know what? No. Yeah, this is not like the ugly card or anything in this deck. It's Rider-Waite-Smith. Next, another. Oops. I didn't switch back. Another Oracle deck here, the Sacred Destinies Oracle. This was a gift. This Yulee, past Yulee. This deck is by Denise Lynn and has absolutely gorgeous artwork. I've recently I did the walkthrough, I did a pairings, what is it? Play with pairs video with this deck. I did 2 videos in a deck collection comparing my Oracle cards, and there will be more, and mainly I'm comparing my older decks to this one, and it's the keywords really that I'm comparing. So you've seen a lot of this stuff lately on my channel. Let's see what it has to say. I cannot believe I haven't gotten holy fuck yet. Like, had 3 of my favorite decks go through so far, and I have not. What do you have to say? Security. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Still not a holy fuck, but stunning, solid, stunning, handsome. Security, you did me. You did me well. I like that. Let me switch back. This pairing the galaxy, and then which is like up above, as above, and then the soul below, the fire, the cave, the drawings, very solidly so below. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Next, the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Y'all know I love this deck. It's relatively recent, like I think last year or the year before. Last year, I got this deck as a gift. And I'm so grateful to that person, like eternally grateful. These are the backs. I am a witch, and the green witch, herbs, things like that are my path. I'm still learning this deck, but I love it so freaking much. And it'll be really hard for this to land in any kind of the lower 2 categories. The third one, there's only a few cards I think I would say that about, so pray for me. Pray with me. There's a bunch of holy fuck cards in here. Oh, I just saw it was on top of the. Oh no, that is not what. No, me squealing on camera for a card that didn't even pop up. Adelita of Earth, Yuga. Yuga. What do I want to say? Solid, stunning, handsome. I thought it was this, and that would definitely have been holy fuck. But it's okay because solid, stunning, handsome. The Adelita of Earth is that strong and creative and still learning and growing. So that's all the decks I had on my table here. Let's reach over to the side for my one and only. Oh wait, I switched. Wait, what did I do? Here we go. Sorry. My one and only playing card deck. I bought this on a whim. It says the city. I didn't really know about themed playing card decks back then. And this is kind of old-fashioned. The city color playing cards. These are the back. So I live in New York City, and there are tons of New York City playing card decks available in many places. But yeah, so this is like an old photo of a collage of the city. It's like Ferry and the Brooklyn Bridge and the Empire State Building and these old-timey cards or whatever. So this deck I have not really used a lot. The King, Queen, and are the ones that have images. So here's the which is disappointing. Now there's a Flatiron Building. The Jack, sorry, is Flatiron Building again. The Empire State Building. So yeah, not a lot of image variety here, which is hugely disappointing. But it works for what it is, and I can't really complain like that. So I don't know how this deck will wind up in the upper rankings. Just having the deck in the first place, I have, like, if I was doing the deck and thinking about a deck as a whole, I know where I would tier rank this. Hopefully I don't influence it. It could surprise me. It could surprise you. I only have one other small deck to show you guys. So, oops. Oh, a king. It's the Empire State Building. This might wind up in a better position than I expected, actually, because where are you? Well, they can't all be winners. But I wound up with a card that has actual image on it, so that's not bad. Any of the others, I was, why do I have this deck? Why do I have this deck? Oh shoot, you know what? I'm rethinking. Because I kind of forgot I had the category. Let me switch. I'm rethinking the Heart of Fairies. Because it was oh no, right? Oh, why did this card have to show up? No, I'm not gonna switch it. I'm not, because it's not that bad. It's playful, and that's one of the things I love about the deck. Another tarot deck. Relatively new to my collection, like within the last 2 years, the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. This is another little Scarabeo deck, but like I said, recent one, so it does not have all of those languages on the cards. There's the backs. I haven't used it much because, being Los Scarabeo, the creators did not really put much into explaining the cards. Now, the majors have something, but some basic explanation to what's on them, but the minors have nothing. And so this is a deck that I am studying slowly because I have to learn more about candomblé and Afro-Brazilian culture to a slight extent. To do that, I have a whole video, part one of my deck deep dive deck study for this deck. What am I doing? So let's shuffle and see what I get and what I think about what I get. This thing says 41 minutes. Oh, okay. Ooh, I got the Knight of Pentacles. Let me double check. So symbols on the bottom. Is a little horsey here. I don't know if it'll focus for you or not. But and this plate thing, which I believe represents the pentacles. Those are cups, that's swords. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of, these are my colors. Knight of Pentacles. Where do I want to put this? Like, I love the look of this card. There's a dragon. All the knights have dragons. I feel like I can't not put this in solid, stunning, handsome, because I mean, I feel like that's literally the definition of usually of the Knight of Pentacles, and this coloring is just doing it for me. So that's where the Afro-Brazilian Tarot goes. And you know what? As a whole, I feel that way about the deck visually. Another tarot deck, relatively new to my collection. The Spirit Keepers Tarot by Benabel Wen, Revelation Edition. I'm looking at the second printing of that with some jealousy. I think the colors are more saturated. Anyway, this is an indie deck. And yeah, the second printing is coming out. I believe there are still some available. Look at that gold. Wait. I love this deck. I'm still learning it. Like watching Benabel create this deck has been gorgeous. My biggest complaint is I wish it was more saturated color wise, like her original artwork showed. But that's it. That is it. Look at that. Just I like the names that she has placed for each card. Just gorgeous. Let's see what we get. Oh, oh. What is this card? That has a similar feel. Now this deck is pretty busy. That's part of the reason I like it. I like that there's a lot going on in each card. But I think this card is too busy for me. Since Destiny turning. I'm stuck between, well, they all can't be winners and solid, stunning, handsome. Well, they can't all be winners. Oh, I'm kind of ridiculous. Another Oracle deck, Immunology Oracle cards. This is the pile full of decks that I've gotten recently, except for those playing cards. This is by Yasmin Boland. I got the Hay House edition, so mass market. And I've used these a couple of times. There's the backs. I do like them. And the imagery is nice. The words are nice. And yeah, I kind of just feel like this deck is nice. Oh, let's see what we get. Some images are. They do it for me more than others. So we'll see what we get. Who did we get? Full Moon and Gemini. Ooh. Answers you need are coming. This is working for me. This is very much working for me. Holy fuck, hot damn. I don't know. That makes no sense. I'm a warm tone color kind of girl. But yeah, it's doing it. And Gemini is my rising sign, so maybe that. But it's not showing up great on camera, but there's like purples in here as well. So that's that deck. My first holy fuck hot damn. Because that was my initial reaction to the look. The Lightsaber Tarot is next by Chris Ann, relatively new to my collection. And this is the mass market edition, though I've been wanting this deck since before that. I love how modern it is. I love the colors in here. Saturated. Just, I did a pretty in-depth study of this deck, and more videos for that will be coming sometime, because I still have stuff filmed. But yeah, just love it. Let's see what card it gives me. It'll be hard to be in the bottom. That's all I'll say. You're over halfway through, by the way. The Hangman. That's the card that just jumped out. And holy fuck. Because that's how I feel about most of the cards in this deck. So I'm not surprised. Holy fuck, hot damn. I was surprised that Immunology made it, but I'm not surprised by this. The green is just so, and then her bending back to touch the water and the runes and the light. I just, holy fuck, hot damn. Next, another tarot, the Good Tarot. And I've spoken about this a lot lately, having finally found a way to use it. These cards are huge, and now they smell amazing because some of them got oil on them. But these are gorgeous. The traditional tarot meanings, I think, get lost in quite a few of them. So we'll see how this turns out. That is a gorgeous ass card. First of all, shuffling this is going to be a pain in the ass. But what did I get? I pulled the Five of Fire. Okay, so that is pretty gorgeous. Meaning though, I mean, it's the Good Tarot, so it's supposed to be like all positive. So Five of Wands is not usually that. Clearly this is unity and diversity. So we went for like creative brainstorming, which I can see. Okay, so it's pretty. They can't all be winners, guys. It is what it is. Alright, 7 more decks. We're in the home stretch. The big boxes. Now this is a tarot deck that I do not own, but I am currently borrowing it from a friend and I've been working with it. Had quite a while, so I'm using it. I'm currently working with it. The Baseball Tarot. This is old. Workman Publishing, which I guess is mass market. Not a, from what I could tell, tarot deck company. By Mark Lerner and Laura Phillips. This is a really great deck, though. It's all baseball terms, positions, and I feel like they really fit. And this is very well done. What else can I say? Just you can. This is like an action-oriented deck. Like you want to get stuff done, like work, career, maybe like getting physical and whatnot. Now this deck is bigger than the Good Tarot, but the cards are thinner and more flexible, which I love. So I did do a whole walkthrough of this deck recently, a couple months ago. It was a little hard to see. MVP of balls, intellectual accomplishments. Okay, so how do I put this? MVPs are like the kings. Swords. Those are swords. That's why I needed to double check. The King of Swords. I should have known. Intellectual accomplishments. I like a lot that this card kind of looks like me. Not exactly like me, but there are some things in common. And where does that mean? Solid, stunning, handsome. Because this is a very straightforward deck and it means what it says what it means, and I don't know, it's just so direct. Okay, these guys. The Illustrated Herbiary, the Oracle deck. This is an Oracle deck, an Herbal deck. I have like the book version. This is by Maya Tall, illustrated by Kate O'Hara. Story.com. I'm not sure if this is indie. No, it's not indie. I think it's considered mass market. This cardstock is trash, but it's okay. Wait, before I shuffle, I should show you some of the cards. This is the last tiny deck I have. And each card comes with a keyword and the herb name and a gorgeous image. And yes, I will probably start collecting herbal decks because my collection has begun with this one and then the herb crafters. So let's see. These are very gorgeous images. They're just small. I still think this would be in the low category. I'm gonna be honest. The decks I thought would have cards in the. Why do I have this deck? Or lower. They're not. Oh, why do I have this deck? And why did this card have to show up or not? Yeah. Okay. Sweet Violet. Oh, that is. Holy fuck, that's gorgeous. Inner Sanctum. Sweet Violet. That. Like. And then the butterflies. Holy fuck, hot damn. I am scared about what will wind up in the bottom category. I'm not even lying right now. My Thoth Tarot. I guess this is the smaller edition. Like these are normal tarot size cards, is what I want. What I'm meaning to say. And oops, no, I can't see. I've lost the guidebook, and I have these in order for the deck-ins. So let's show you some. Y'all know what the Thoth Tarot is. I know some people really refuse to work with it. To be perfectly honest, I don't think that Rider-Waite was any better than Crowley. I just feel like he was probably better able to hide it. This is coming from a Black woman who is cynical about rich white men. I can't lie about that. So I tend to like the artwork of this much more than the RWS, the Wade Smith, Pamela Coleman Smith. I appreciate her talent, but it's not my cup of tea. This is more pippish, but I'm okay with that. And it's a little bit easier for me to get the astrological influences from this deck. So what do we get? The three of this, like, okay, works. Why did this card have to show up? Visually, this is the least stimulating. And it's like Mars and Leo. What the? Just, well, someone had to go there. And it's not visually stimulating at all, this card. Compared to the RWS versions, compared to even some of the other minor arcana in this deck, meaning-wise, I don't love the keyword for that, but I get it. And back to Oracle for a minute. Black Moon Astrology Cards by Susan Shepard. I am not sure. No, this is Blue Angel. So a mass market deck, which I have propped. I forget what's the word we use. This I also put in order for working through the deck-ins, the deck and walk thing. But yeah, so astrology cards, signs, planets, houses, some moon phases and aspects and things, nodes, elements. Here we go. I modded this deck. Yes, there was thick white borders, and this was a huge deck already. This made it more manageable, and I like the way the artwork looks better. So, I believe I have a deck walkthrough on my channel of this deck. I picked it up at a thrift store. My first astrology deck. I don't love the artwork, but now that it's modded, I like it better. I also feel like it's kind of straightforward. I'd like that there are keywords so I can use this as an oracle deck without yikes. Having to necessarily only use this to study astrology, I guess. Come on, like I figured one would jump. There's one. Oh yeah, my sun sign. Like, and other than that, half my chart is in the sign of Scorpio. This is a sign that we are one. Where should I put this? I mean, solid, stunning, handsome seems appropriate. Like, look at us. Look at us. So, that's the Black Moon Astrology card. I'm very nice for that, by the way. Okay, so I've gotten 2 decks with the cards being astrology related, and they have come up with my assign from one of my big 3, the Gemini card and then the Scorpio card. Here's the Arcana. Arcana of astrology is a little dirty, relatively new, by Claire Goodchild. This is the mass market edition by Abrams Notary, and I got it as a Christmas gift because I put it on my wish list. It's nice. I also put this in order for the Decan walk. It has a lot of similarities, obviously, with Black Moon astrology. The signs, the artwork is obviously different, but has the signs, the houses, and whatnot. What I really like is that this also has the moon phases, which I did want. So we have asteroids, the houses. Here we go, some moon phases. So let's see what this deck has to say to me. We are almost done. I don't know if you noticed in the last screen share of the list. All right, what did we get? We got Saturn. Why? Saturn gets on my nerves. That Saturn return was not great. I don't know who this, but closing the book. Let me put it in. Why did this card pop up? Of all things, I do like this deck. It was a pretty card, but I'm putting it there. So, last 2 decks. Sorry. A tarot deck that has been in my collection for quite some time is Llewellyn Tarot. This is a very beat up box, and the cards have also gotten beat up over the years. Mostly because they got water damaged pretty early on. So it is what it is. Another deck I put together for the Decan walk. I love this deck. I wish that the guidebook had more detail with the minors. But yeah, I've had this deck a really long time. It works for me in my spiritual practice, my tradition, because it is Celtic, Welsh specifically. I love the mythology included and like woven into the majors, but it's not really in the minors. The artwork is pretty. This is the Wade Smith clone, if you will. Not really though, especially not the Mage that I use the most. I mean, I've had it a long time, so. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. I like that. Solid, stunning, handsome. This deck could go either way with artwork. So I'm very happy to see that show up. Last but not least, the Lightsaber Tarot. Kind of middle of the road with my deck collecting, like middle of the time frame. It's not super new, but it's not super old, and I haven't used it a lot. These are the backs. I love this artwork. I prefer watercolor. Some of the choices, though, I am confused by, so I'm still learning this deck. This was kind of the beginning of me getting more decks. And this is probably the deck that I would call my animal deck, since it has the most animals in it. And so let's see what C.L. Thompson, the creator, and these cards have to say. For the final deck, where does it rank? I love shuffling these, by the way. Where do we get? The Tower. No, what the hell is this? This Tower, I like the way it looks. Thought it's a little bit different, but it's not quite giving destruction. Why do I have this deck again? Or why did this card have to show up? Why did this card have to show up? And that is how I'm ending this, apparently. So there you have it, guys. My final ranking of all 26 of my decks. I've got 3 and only 3, and holy fuck, hot damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in solid, stunning, handsome. And 7 in, well, they can't all be winners. 3 and why do I have this deck again? And 3 more. And why did this card have to show up? So you guys, what did you think of this video? I know it's long. I don't know how much I can possibly edit out, but I did my best watching other people's videos. It is what it is. So that's my entire deck collection. All the decks I own, plus one I don't, and I'm just borrowing long term. Let me know what you think about this video. Like this video, guys, if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. I'm not sure what that video will be, but this is a video that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. So I appreciate you guys showing it love. And if you've made it this far, leave a little Joker card emoji in the comments down below to support. And links in the description to, God, all of my tarot decks? That sounds insane. All of my tarot and oracle decks? I don't know. And social media, if you'd like to follow me on anywhere else, there is also a link to my Etsy shop and a 10% off discount code strictly for you, my followers, my watchers. And I offer readings, tarot oracle decks there, but also make all natural bath and body products for mundane and witchy purposes. So go check my shop out, like it, follow it. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this long ass video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.